Did you come off the market and your home didn't sell? Well, don't worry, because I have 5 ways for you to freshen up that listing. Let's get right into it. Number 1, let's freshen it up. What about a fresh coat of paint? You have to make this unit look like it's a new listing. So one of the things you're going to want to do is put on a fresh coat of paint. Whether that means it's going to be all within the white color palette that photographs best, we can send that to you. Or if you want to add a little bit of accent colors or maybe some black casement windows, right? We want to do something to give this a new look so that the buyers who didn't want to see it the first time want to come and see it the second or third. Remember, you're in that home because you love the home, and it's extremely likely that you've made that home opinionated towards you and what you like because of that, right? We're humans. Take a look at this listing that we had previously. The agents originally left it the way that the homeowners had it, which I thought was really fun and cool. However, we had a little bit of a painting and a switcheroo with the decor to make it a little bit more neutral, because what we want is for it to appeal to the most amount of buyers possible, right? And we also want it to be so neutral that when they come in, they can imagine what it would be if they put their opinions in there. All right, tip number 2, let in the light. Whether that means you have to put in brighter bulbs, maybe new light fixtures, or let's take this property that we have listed at the Lucida on the Upper East Side. Previous agent had it listed and there were curtains. The problem was these curtains made it seem really dark inside the home, and it was covering this skyline that we wanted desperately to see in the photos. Needless to say, we had to take down those curtains and let that light in. After all, that's what buyers want, is something that is bright and not something that is just artificially bright with lights. Although if you have that, that's great. But if you have the opportunity to let that light in outside of the lights, we got to showcase that as much as possible. Now, if your listing doesn't have any views, or maybe it just doesn't have a lot of light coming in, no problem. We have up lamps, which you can buy, and they shoot the light upwards. We can put them down in the corners and it helps to bring more light to units as well. Number 3, and quite frankly, this might be the most important, stage, stage, stage. Okay, the National Association of Realtors has found that staged units get between 5 and 15%, someone said 20, but 5 and 15% more money than those units that aren't staged. It's an absolute no-brainer. And I want to be clear, especially while showing you this property. We don't always have to reduce the price to get it sold. Sometimes it really just is a bad agent. I mean, check out this listing. The previous agent just had a floor plan. We went in, it got painted, floor sanded, cleaned the windows, staged it, and we ended up getting multiple bids in the first weekend. We ended up selling it for more than the original agent was asking for it. And they had it on the market for almost a year. So, while pricing your home too high can absolutely cost you money in monthly expenses, month over month over month, it can also cost you because sometimes it gets stale on the market, you decrease the price and then you sell it. That's why it's so important to make sure that first agent is the right agent who prices it right, stages it, so that you are appealing to the most amount of buyers possible. Number 4, get new angles. We don't want it to look exactly the same as the previous agent had it, right? We want to get new angles. And this means that you also have to be working with an amazing photographer. I know I've seen a lot of people skimp on photos, but photos are the first things that buyers are seeing when they're going through these listings online, right? So you want to have a photo that's going to grab them. I mean, recently, literally, there is a $26 million home on the market on 57th Street, and it has beautiful views over Central Park. But I've got to tell you, the first photo makes it look like it's a 700 square foot studio that's overlooking the park. Don't do that, right? You need to be putting money into photography, especially if you have high ceilings. Check out this listing we listed. It had 13-foot ceilings. And so we had a photographer come in who uses what's called a tilt lens. Now, what they're going to do with that is they're going to get it 2 different photos and they're going to stitch the photo together. The reason why this is important is because if you have somebody using a regular lens, it's either A, going to look really wide, or B, you're not going to be able to get the full space in the shot because they're trying to get it within that lens. But when you have this stitch lens, they're getting the photo A, photo B, they're stitching it together so you're getting that proper size. You can tell how large the unit is, and you're not just seeing wide photos with stretched couches and stretched chairs and all of that stuff. That's no good. So make sure that you're getting different angles and how it was listed previously, and put money into that photographer. That is, again, the first thing that the buyers are going to see. Before they even read the description, they're going to see those photos and it's going to tell them Do they want to come and see it in person or not? Oh, and also the reason why that's really important is because if you have photos on there that are showing something, maybe it's virtually staged, and you're showing something that the property is not, they're going to come in, and even if it was the right property for them, I guarantee you they're going to walk out upset because it's not what they thought they were walking into. So make sure you get those new angles and really good photos so that it's grabbing the attention of the new buyer. And number 5, create a space that buyers want to be in. You get to decide, right? Make it fun. Is that second bedroom? Do you want to set it up as an office, as a nursery, as a second bedroom, right? You get to decide, who do you think is going to be coming to that property? What is it going to be speaking to? Don't just leave it empty and leave it up for the buyer to decide, because there's too many options or they don't know what to do with this space. They're definitely going to walk away from it, even if it's the right property. Additionally, if you're going to stage a living room, make sure that you're showing dining and living room like this listing that we had previously. We knew that it could fit. The previous agent just put some virtual staging in there of a living space, but what we showed is, hey, you can actually have dining in here. You can also have living space in here. You want to make sure that you are showing what you can, because the buyer's not going to assume that they could put in more furniture than what's in there. And especially if it's virtually staged and then they go in, now they're going to assume that nothing that was in the virtual staging can actually fit in there, or maybe just a few of the things. All right, and now those are your 5 tips, but a bonus is also make sure that you do a listing video. We are New York City, so we have tons of buyers who are coming from all over the world. We want those buyers in Dubai, UK, Europe, anywhere. We want them to be able to walk through the unit with you before they come here. And honestly, maybe they'll even buy sight unseen. Take a look at this video, right? We have a nice walkthrough. We're explaining the property, a lot of the beneficial features, and why people should buy it. If you do that for your listing, you are gonna get those buyers through the door. And maybe you won't even have to get them through the door if your video is good enough, and might just get them from wherever they're living. The seller in this video actually chose our Everything Done For You package. We like to say, just give us the keys and we'll do the rest for you. You don't even have to lift a finger. Additionally, check out these reviews. As you can tell, these amazing past clients of ours, they were on the market for almost 2 years with different brokers before we came in, gave their property a cute little facelift, and got it sold for them. Now, if you don't want to do those 5, 6 things, don't worry. Again, we have a package where we'll get it all done for you, get it on the market, and get it sold. As a matter of fact, 98.7% of our listings where we were the second or even sometimes third agent on the job, we've gotten sold for our sellers. And if you would like for us to work with you on getting your home sold, be sure to give us a call now. My contact information is in the description box below, and I cannot wait to meet you and tell you how we can get that property sold second time, third time, but of course you're smarter than that, so hire us the first time. Please feel free to leave a comment in the description box below if you think that there's some other tips, or if you've tried this on your own and you are just fed up. What was the hardest thing that you tried? Until next time, bye guys.